Very small update today, but today she's going in the water. I do have to run this battery wire. I have this old battery wire from another project. This is gonna run. I'm building a battery box on the bow today. My batteries are currently about right here. So I'm gonna make my penetration. This wires will go through the floor, connect it to my Perco switch and my ground block, and that's gonna run to the front. I can tie in my battery charger, Perco switch, and battery isolator into the battery box I have yet to build. Probably gonna paint the front deck today too. Sand it down at least. Paint under where the battery box goes. But I'm building a battery box right here. I'm gonna design the battery box where it's also a comfortable bench seat on this side. And on this side is where I plan on storing a water tank, which means the door will not be able to open all the way like this anymore. So I'm gonna make a matching bench seat on this side behind the door. So that's what I'm gonna play with today. It's a nice day. It's about 9 degrees outside. I got a little breeze blows every now and then. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna be working on today. We're getting these batteries out of the house. So what I've got going on here, these two cables. This one comes from the motor, which goes here to the battery isolator. That's my charging cable. And this ground comes from the motor, goes directly to the battery. So I need to incorporate all this with those new wires that are gonna come up and all tie in together to where I can also run my battery charger, to where it's gonna run through the new wire, charge the batteries on the new battery box. And those are gonna be my water storage tanks I gotta build a bench over. So yeah, that's gonna free up a lot of room in this cabinet, and more importantly, it's gonna take the fumes from lead acid batteries are really unsafe to breathe in a confined space. So it's best to have them outside anyway. The only thing I don't like about my water tanks being outside is that when it comes time for a freeze, really cold weather, that's something I'm gonna have to worry about. And the batteries, I'm not sure the water in the battery is gonna freeze, but I'll deal with that when the time comes. We don't have too many freezes down here. But yeah, that's what I'm working on today. Batteries are going outside, building a box. I'm gonna make everything to where my system works the way it is, and I may as well organize some of this wire while I'm here. Because once I have this cabinet freed up, be a lot more room in here. And I may see about tying in my water heater. So I gotta run the hot water line. I haven't ran it yet, but it'll be easy to make the tie in. And then I think that's all I'm gonna get accomplished today, is mostly the batteries. Because I plan on launching this afternoon. Today is Wednesday. Maybe Thursday evening. It's supposed to get down to 68. So maybe Thursday evening I'll go camp out. And again Friday, still didn't do any more work to the shower. I'm not spending a week in here at a time yet, so shower's not that important right now. The stall is functional and waterproof, but I still gotta put the faucet in, cut my hole, do my plumbing, cover this wall up. I've got everything to do it. It's just a matter of doing it. I'll have to build a standoff box that goes in here for the shower faucet to be pushed that way, 1.5 inches, to leave me room for the fittings. Got to build that. Undecided if I'm build out of wood or just I think I might venture into making a mold and make a little fiberglass piece, but that's more than what needs to be done. But yeah, that's what I got going on today, and I may do a little sand on the rear deck to get rid of that messed up paint I put on here. We'll see. For sure the batteries are going outside, and she's probably going in the water tonight. If I don't put her in the water tonight, then that means tomorrow morning I'm going to work on this cabinet. I no longer need this as a water storage cabinet. So my water line, this is my water storage system. I need more weight to the bow. So what I may do, alright, is what I got going on today. Couldn't finish my battery box yesterday due to bad rain. I want to launch today. We got 12 to 15 mile per hour winds with gusts over 20. Anyway, battery box relocation. I started building the battery box, which is also going to double as a bench seat to put the batteries on the deck. This is a 20 by 20 by 17 high, and then it's going to have a seat and a backrest, which is just going to miss my hose spigot. It's going to be nice. I'm going to build a box on this side for the water storage. It's going to be slightly bigger, but same height. If you watch my videos, you'll see that my batteries, house batteries, used to be in here. They've now been moved outside. Ran the wires to the bow. So that's what I'm working on in a tiny houseboat today. And I'm gonna try to get the. I sanded this half of the deck. Paint is drying. Battery box right now weighs a good 40 pounds. That's gonna help with some weight on the bow. And again, I'm making a cover for the battery box. I'm gonna turn this to a bench seat. It's gonna be bolted down right there. And then when I'm done with that, I don't know if I'm gonna do it before I go in the water this weekend. I'm gonna make a matching box. This one's 20 by 20 by 17 high. I'm gonna make a 20 by 24 by 17 high on this side, and it's gonna be my water storage cabinet. That's the plan. Y'all stay tuned for more. Should be out in the water soon. Thank you for viewing. Alright, let's do some night work. Wind's still high, so I wouldn't have made a launch today anyway. Alright, what I did do is clean off my front deck, sand it. Done some painting. Secured the battery box. Installed the 2 batteries. And so this has also become a bench seat and battery storage. Mosquitoes are not too terrible. I'm running 12.7 volts. Charge is going to kick on when it's ready. Well, actually, if I take the load off, it's probably going to settle 13.2. Well, I'm happy with 12.9. Anyway, let me get to work. Making my bottom of my seat, also the cover. Alright, a bit of rough work. Still need some cleanup. But this is my battery box seat design. It can open to access the battery. Fits inside the back of the seat. And also, this slides forward. I'm going to make my water hose storage inside the back of the seat. Not bad, huh? Now I've got to make a matching bench like that on this side, but slightly bigger measurements for width-wise, slightly wider to hide my water tanks. Still got plenty of work to do. Make it pretty, round the edges off, and decide if this is the angle I want, but it's pretty comfy. Let me know what you think.